Hello, and welcome to this final boss fight Let's Play of Minecraft. My name is John, and I am joined by Sian.
Hi.
And I'm here at Carboom's bakery shop, where we've now got cookies and sugar cookies and baguettes. And if I look at him from this angle, Carboom suddenly just... the light stops affecting him, which is very unusual.
That's weird.
Weird. Anyway, hello and welcome to this episode of John and Sian playing Minecraft on Mondays.
Yay! I see we've got bread baking in here as well.
Well, of course. He's an expert. He knows what he's doing.
I trust him. Horse. Get down from there.
Yeah, that horse is playing up.
Okay.
So we've got some plans for today, which is always a good way to start an episode. Much better than having plans at the end of the episode. So, Sian.
Hello.
You're gonna, as far as I understand the plan... No, gonna. Your plan is to work on the future site of the library to take away the future and site parts and just have library.
Yeah, I'm also considering what needs to happen in here. I'm thinking this can maybe come out and I can have like a secret book vault to hold all of our slightly more unusual books.
You mean the things that man was not meant to know?
Yeah. You know, make it all dark and mysterious, get the dark oak bookshelves in. Put
I have just found a lot of dark oak.
For giggles. You know.
Yeah, the usual.
We do have 168 dark oak.
Yeah, I went hunting for some oak before the episode to make some drawers, and just found a big forest of dark oak instead. It looks very similar, but slightly darker.
Yeah.
So I assume that means you're planning to move the hot tub rather than just completely remove it, because we've got to have a hot tub room.
Yeah, I just haven't quite figured out. I've been toying around with the idea of making an actual, like, proper spa.
Okay.
Because we've got some space left around the place.
We do.
And
I don't know why I went that high with that.
There's options, so I might make like a wellness spa.
That'd be good.
Be interesting. Haven't quite decided the site yet, but all in time, all in good time.
Well, I mean, I know I've got some stuff from Thaumcraft that lets me make spa salts and things.
Okay.
Because one of the downsides of certain research in Thaumcraft is that it warps you horrendously and makes you go insane. And the way to get around that is to have a nice day at the spa and relax and calm your mind.
That works then.
So I can definitely get some of the spa treatment stuff.
Yeah.
From Thaumcraft.
And then that'll mean that when you do inevitably go mad,
I can go to the spa.
Yeah. Arcane spa. Interesting.
I'm gonna avoid going mad this episode.
Oh, what a shame.
Because I mean, I could try. I mean, I don't have my Thaum book on me. Where's my Thaum book? Where is my Thaum book? There it is. I do have it on me. I know that I've got the research under alchemy for liquid death and a bottled taint.
Ooh.
Both, well...
Sounds cheerful.
Liquid death has a moderate warping level.
Okay.
And literally the description is Curiosity has taken me down a dark path. I wonder what a liquid made mostly from entropic and death energy would do. Nothing good, I imagine. At the very least, it should make a handy weed killer or control pests.
Yeah.
And then bottled taint. I should be able to replicate the taint, causing properties of flux. I'm not sure exactly why I would want to, but sometimes progress requires risks. The process should be fairly simple. I merely need to create a concentrated mixture of flux, and it should easily react with almost anything to create taint. So I think there is meant to be, from rumours I've heard, I don't know if it's been implemented yet, there is an Eldritch Research tab of the Thaumonomicon that opens when you hit a certain level of madness and taint. That gives you access to some unusual researches.
That probably crap up the world.
Or that might deal with uncrapping up. But probably,
True.
yeah, probably mostly lead to just you causing a horrible place.
The mining realm that we've got.
Yes.
Can the taint crawl through?
I don't believe so.
So can we put in a portal over there?
Let me go and have a quick look in the mining realm.
'Cause I feel like that might be a good shout. You know, for keeping us safe purposes, because...
I mean, there's definitely at least two options, one of which is the mining dimension, the other is one of my definitely stable dimensions from...
See, I'm never quite sure I believe you when you say definitely.
You should definitely believe me when I say definitely. Also, I think I pressed one of the buttons on my light. 1 second. That looks a bit better.
Oh
Also
yeah, you were looking slightly blue.
The light has blue, orange, and then a mix of both.
Okay.
I think actually that's the one I usually have it on. So there is Thaum in... There is a V energy in the mining dimension. So in theory I could set up here.
I'm just thinking, you know, we don't go now because we don't need to from a mining point of view.
Well, before we settle on that,
So you could taint it up to your heart's content.
let me just have a quick jolly jaunt over to one dimension across and see what Thaum is like, or what the aura of... What did I call the world? What did I call the world? Void World 1.
Yeah. I'm... A doof.
There is V here too.
Ah.
So in theory we could come out to the Void World
Yeah.
and just build something in a world where there is nothing.
What, and then if it all goes to hell,
Abandoned world.
we can just lose the world.
Evening, Tanny.
Hello.
Yeah, in theory, if it all goes to hell in a handbasket out in Void World 1, which we can give a better name to,
Are
We don't.
all out of spruce stairs? I thought the system made more of those.
At the moment, we've not. I've not really started what I'm meant to be working on this episode because I got distracted by exploring extra-dimensional spaces.
We've been talking about madness and John's distinct
Lack thereof.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, that's sanity I lack.
No, you're lacking madness as well at the moment.
What do I have if I'm lacking sanity and madness?
A whole lot, not a lot.
Oh. Seems mean.
I mean, it could be worse.
But I'm going to stop Thauming for now and just do some Botania because I want to make some progress on Botaniaing. So the first big goal of Botania is to open a portal to Alfheim. And to do that, we need to get Terra Steel. And to do that, we need to get some runes. And so I'm going to start working on a runic altar.
Cool.
Sound like you're saying my name and it was confusing me, says Tanny.
Yeah.
So I need to make a runic altar, which is made like that, and then I need another mana spreader. And we can upgrade the mana spreaders when we get to Alfheim.
Okay.
Or we don't go to Alfheim, we send stuff. We send stuff to Alfheim and the elves send things back again.
Oh, I see.
It's a trade deal.
But you said something about bosses.
Botania, with an A at the end, Tanny, not Botany. Botania. Yes. Once we get to Alfheim, we can unlock the Gaia Guardian.
Right.
Which is an awesome boss fight with a great soundtrack.
Cool.
But first, I need to make the terrestrial agglomeration plate.
Oh, books. Books.
Which means I need pretty much all of the runes.
Paper.
So that is mana powder, mana steel, bone meal, sugarcane, and a fishing rod.
Very random specific list.
That is the rune of water.
Okay.
Sugarcane. What did I say? Sugarcane, mana steel.
There's a fishing rod in there somewhere.
I got the fishing rod. I think they're all going to need that. And also gunpowder.
So far, the entirety of Brian's library is rainbow books.
Oh boy.
Do you think he'll appreciate the rainbow books?
Yeah, probably.
The other question that I'm trying really hard to figure out is what to do with this fancy water in the meantime.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Should I just make a bunch of buckets? 9 buckets and just pick them up?
We've definitely got the resources to do that.
Yeah. Or is there some kind of tank?
We don't have the Phantom because that is only in the latest release of Minecraft.
Oh, sad times.
What you can hear is the pulse of the mana.
Mana pulse. That looks like all manner of fun.
What's that?
What you're up to.
Oh, what, the rune crafting?
Yeah, just stuff floating around all over the shop.
Yeah,
Sparks of lightning.
it's an interesting one.
All manner of fun.
So that was the rune of water. Now I need to make the rune of earth, which is a mushroom, a block of coal, and some stone. So,
I mean, if you go stand on the near the pressure plate over there, that will give you.
and stone. And then I need living stone, living rock.
Livingston.
So basically each of these recipes have 3 ingredients relative to the element that's being made, as well as mana powder and mana steel.
Okay.
And then after they get infused with mana, and this lightning starts shooting into the air, you throw some living stone on there and hit it with your wand. And there's a loud kazizi sound, and you get some runes.
Okay.
And so there's I think it's 4 or 5 tier 1 runes, which is the runes of the elements, as well as the rune of mana, or mana, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And then there is the tier 2 element, the tier 2 runes. The wizard is actually doing magic.
No.
So there's the tier 2 runes, which are the runes of summer, autumn, winter, and spring. Which are made with 2 of the tier 1 runes, as well as other elements. So, for instance, the rune of summer is made from the rune of air and earth, and then 2 pieces of sand, a slime ball, and a melon.
Okay.
And then I'm just learning there's also the rune of lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. I've not heard of those before. So that's new stuff that I don't knows about yet.
Yay.
So we'll find out what they are when that becomes a relevant thing. No dragon runes, unfortunately. I do need a rune of fire, which is a nether brick, a gunpowder, and a nether wart.
So we never did get the computer to make spruce stairs by the look of it, John.
Oh.
Not a huge problem, because, like, we make spruce blocks anyway.
Yeah. What was the other thing on that list? Rune of fire was gunpowder.
But I was just looking at it a bit, like, confused.
But yeah, this Botania has some really pretty animations to it.
I think the animations always are what sells me in a game.
I love that it's got some really pretty animations, and that it can also be entirely automated in and of itself. So the mod has all of the things that you need to make
It's literally standalone.
yeah. You can do easier things like the constructor deconstructor automation we've got going on with living wood and living rock. Unlike where we're using the pressure plate precision dropper. But you could, in theory, automate the whole mod.
Yeah.
With just the mod itself. Let's see if this type of carpet works. Yes.
Okay. Were you worried it might be a specific colour?
I mean, the menu specifically was showing white.
That's fair.
So then I need a rune of mana. Mana. How do you pronounce that, Sian?
Mana.
Mana. So I need 4 more mana steel ingots and a mana pearl. So
Like Nana.
so sort of the first tier of crafting anything for this mod is to literally chuck items into the mana pools.
Okay.
And so you can do mana steel, which is iron.
Yeah.
Mana pearls, which you chuck an ender pearl in for.
Okay.
Mana powder, which is from gunpowder.
Ooh.
I think you can get redstone as well. And then there's mana diamond, which you chuck a diamond in for.
That's cool. And so it uses up as it goes.
Yeah. But also with things like iron, if I chuck a block of iron in, I get a mana block back. So now I've got the terrestrial agglomeration plate.
Cool.
And if I look... Tanny says, lately when I'm concentrating on something, I was told that I make a smoochy face.
I mean, I stick my tongue out. To varying degrees, depending on how much I'm concentrating.
So let's see...
I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing.
What, that you stick your tongue out?
At least people can see that I am concentrating.
This is also very cool. You can visualize any of the multi-blocks that you need to make. And it makes a
little ghostly graphic thing.
little ghostly graphic that shows you where you need to place the things. And then if you right-click on a block, you can anchor it so that it just stays where you want it.
That's cool.
And it's very helpful for doing things. I also have no idea if this is the best place for this, but it needs to be near the mana pool at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're up to, so yeah, we'll be fine.
Oh.
Oops.
Ass. I mean, this library stocks an awful lot of skulls.
I mean, it's an unusual library.
It is.
Anti-Hacker says, I'm mentally scarred. I was watching the halfway point of Final Fantasy VI. Hey, Anti-Hacker. I never actually played a Final Fantasy game, so I can't be with you on that.
I've not played one either. I feel like a terrible thing.
I gave up caring a long time ago. It's just like I like the storyline is fine. It's the gameplay that doesn't get me.
Okay, that's fair.
And like some of the music is incredible, but the gameplay just isn't the sort of thing I'm interested in. A character attempts to do something unmentionable on screen, and this game has such a massive kill count, apparently. So I need an iron, a diamond, and a pearl. An iron, diamond, and a pearl. And so then I think I can just drop them.
Just drop them vaguely over there. I'm all kinds of confused. Can you not click it? What is that middle block?
That is the terrestrial agglomeration plate that I was just making. And as soon as all three of those things are on it, it gets fed about half a mana pool of mana.
Yeah.
And turns all three of those things into one terrasteel ingot. The problem is, the mana spreader is fairly slow at spreading mana. And if any of those items get picked up, it stops the whole process.
Oh.
And we
So
lose
really
any of the
kind
mana.
of want it in a bubble.
What we really want is the spark network that can feed the mana faster into that. But we can't get that until we can get the Alfheim portal. So to get the Alfheim portal, we need exactly one terrasteel.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair.
So for the moment, we just have this very slow way of spreading the mana over there. And we just kind of have to wait for a bit. Yeah, we've got a lot of resources, Tanny. We've got a lot of things that are just automatically being farmed. So the Endermen are over in a hole in Michael's madness, and we've got a void farmer that's farming or mining a lot of resources for us.
So now we just get to faff about with all sorts of other stuff.
I mean, I'd say they don't mind, but they get killed for their pearls quite quickly, so they probably do have a bit of a problem with it. As soon as this is finished...
I query how many skulls Brian keeps in his library.
How many skulls?
Yeah. One of the bookshelves has skulls on it.
And is there a lot of that particular type of bookshelf?
You get to put them in as you like. I've tried to put them in randomly so it looks like it kind of is vaguely even. But it means Brian's ended up with an awful lot of skulls.
Oh, wait. Sparks I could make now. But then I'd have to interrupt that process and we lose a bunch of mana. But is it worth it to speed that process up?
Or is there something else we can...
Yeah, that's why I was checking, Anti-Hacker. Anti-Hacker and I both heard that as we wonder how many girls Brian keeps in his library.
I mean, that is a completely relevant question as well, like... Do you really need that many girls in a library?
Ah.
We'll have to quiz him on it later.
I'm sure he'll show up at some point. He usually does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Sorry, Taddy. Sorry.
He's not sorry.
I'm a bit sorry. Oh, zombie, no.
I mean, the zombies don't pick up stuff, do they?
No, but it just kind of walked over this way. What would really screw it up is a creeper just randomly standing there and exploding, but I don't think they'd just randomly explode on that for no reason.
I mean, that sounds like one of the times when we need Jeff to randomly jump in and just go, don't jinx it.
Tanny says it's fine, they're just so jumpy today.
No, that's fair. Ryan should really consider cleaning his library out again.
Okay, yep.
Webs up in here.
That's a good reason to make the sparks.
Did the things despawn or something?
The things despawned.
Really? So how on earth are you meant to do that then?
I forgot that the bit of spark making that you can't do until you get the thing is the spark upgrades.
Oh, okay, so you can do basic sparks.
You can do basic sparks. I forget little bits of mods, and that's dangerous. But before I make a spark and set that up properly, I'm just going to take a quick tour out to Michael's Madness.
Why?
Because Tanny requested seeing the location of the spawning. And so this is our dark room. Tanny. On this cursed earth, mobs spawn very quickly and then get very quickly killed.
Well, they actually die very quickly on their own if they're not killed beforehand, don't they?
They despawn very quickly. They don't drop anything. Who made this? As you can see, it's not overly pretty, and it's largely just a big square box. So it's mine. I'm sure if I requested Sian to make a murder-kill room, it would look much more impressive. What? It is a murder-kill room. It isn't meant to be nice. That's why it's in a big hole in the ground, very far from our base. Or at the very least, a reasonable distance from our base. Or at the very least, not in our base.
I mean, had the explosion been any bigger, it could have been in our base.
It came very close to being in our base.
The explosion itself was only half.
Apparently, I've upset the dragon.
No! It's alright.
They'll just bite you and be done with it.
That's not very nice.
It's just the way of life. Just how these things are. I forget the bottom of this had block of diamond in it. Oh. Ew.
So actually what I can do is also... Oh, Tanny says, how was your holiday, Sian?
It was lovely, thank you. It was much needed sunshine. Because, you know, the joyous that is the UK.
We haven't had that.
Levels. I did definitely burn, though.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Badly, or just a little bit?
I mean, it was just really hard to tell what the weather was doing, because usually you get too hot before you burn, but it was so windy.
Ah, one of those.
That actually you just had no way of knowing.
So these are sparks. These little globs in the air. And there are two types of sparks. There is the standard sparks, which are mana sparks and form a mana network. And then the other type of spark is the corporea spark. And basically function the same as a mana spark, except for items.
Okay. I'm following so far.
So with a basic spark like this, they connect to each other, and if one of these starts drawing mana, and one of them can provide it, there is a zombie currently trying to eat my face.
When I stand in a certain place, half the world is like a sunset through the floor.
Stop eating me. Thank you.
As tasty as his face look. It's not for noms.
So in theory, if I throw these on here, this should start requesting mana. It should be pulled out of those two mana pools and into the terrestrial agglomeration plate.
In theory.
There we go, like that. And that moves a lot quicker. And we can see that going green. Going green. And then it goes whoomp. And we have the terresteel.
That's so much better than any of the...
And so with the upgrades we can get from the Alfheim, what we can do is make spark, what are they called? Spark augments. And so you can make a spark that is recessive, dominant, or dispersive. So a recessive spark will shoot the mana out of itself into any other sparks.
Yeah.
A dominant spark will do the opposite and draw the mana out of other sparks into itself. And then the dispersive one will shoot the mana out of the pool that it is attached to into mana-fueled items.
Right.
So
the dispersive one is the one that you need.
The recessive... Basically what we do is we'll have a mana pool set up like this one, where there is a mana generating thing shooting into one pool with a recessive spark, and then a number of other mana pools surrounding it with just standard sparks on it, and it will shoot out... It will shoot the mana out of the recessive spark into all of the other sparks.
And so they'll fill up evenly.
And make a bigger battery, effectively.
Handy.
And then for things where we need a thing to be specifically filled with mana, we could have a dominant spark that will draw the mana in from that network.
Right.
So this terrestrial, I'm going to turn into the 9 nuggets. And then I need to remember what I need for the Alfheim portal. The Alfheim portal, he said again.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no, it's alright.
Okay.
Never mind. Had a moment, and then it was fine.
So I need 8 living wood blocks.
Oh no.
What?
I'm eating up all of the sugar cane. I will words as...
It'll grow back quite quick.
Yeah, but I tried to get it to make like 600. Not got storage for that, so it can't even can't even tell me that we can attempt it. So I've had to make it in 2 halves. That's fine.
3 glimmering, 1 elven gateway core.
Uh-oh, I've lost hair clips in my hair.
Uh-oh.
I forgot they were in there. And I've just put my hand on my head. And found one.
Uh-oh.
It's like prom all over again.
Natura pylons.
At prom, I thought I'd got them all out of my hair. And I woke up in the morning and there were still 3 more hairpins on my bed.
Oh dear.
I found 2. 1 more to go.
Tanny says they never went to prom.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, considering I've heard several people who haven't had good experiences at prom, it's not always...
We had, like, GCSE year 11 type prom, and then we had a sixth form one as well.
Tanny says that they did go to see Atomic Kitten at festival.
Oh. That's cool. Was that your instead of going to... One of my friends, Naomi, decided to turn up to prom in a suit because she'd never worn a dress since she'd had the ability to choose what she could wear.
Fair.
So she was like, so why am I changing it for prom?
Yeah, apparently that was instead of prom.
That was cool.
So, Sian, I
That
need
is my name.
I need some aesthetic design decisions. Also, Sophie Ellis Bextor. Says Tanny, not just I need Sophie Ellis Bextor's advice.
Yeah, sure, John.
I mean, if she's available for design decisions, then that would be great, but could you pop to the Botania area, please? Paging somebody with a sense of taste to the Botania area.
Yeah, mommy will.
A sense of taste and design.
For some reason, I'm old-fashioned in running it.
Is that room meant to have windows?
Yeah.
Does that room have windows? No, it
Not
doesn't.
yet.
Oh, there's a hole in the floor.
Lightning strike.
Oh.
Hey.
Ah, I fell through the hole in the floor. 1 minute.
Oh.
I managed to hit exactly the one bot. Right. The Alfheim portal is a 3x3 portal.
Mm-hmm.
That somewhere nearby I need to place 2 mana pools and 2 pylons above the mana pools.
So essentially like a... So it's 3x3 on the floor or upright?
It is 3x3 upright. But it's
Okay.
technically it's 5x5 portal.
Okay.
Because the portal itself is 3x3 with 3
Yeah, on the sides.
on the sides.
So your question is, where do you put it?
Like, I'm thinking over this general area, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if I dig down here, I could set it into the floor at this level.
Yeah, so it's in line with this wall running this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That look alright to you?
So the actual portal itself will sit where those blocks came out.
Yeah.
And the...
So I put that there.
Would the floor be one lower? So you can just walk straight in?
Well, it's not a walkie-in-y portal, it's a throwy stuff in
Oh,
portal.
okay, that works then. That's fine. We'll leave it there.
So I could put...
I'm just thinking because it's such a big portal, having it one lower probably isn't.
And then glimmering. Doop doop. And then... No!
Was it meant to be glimmering in the middle?
Yeah.
I assumed you didn't need that.
Nope. And then I can put the mana pools... Ooh, I could put them up here like that.
Yep,
What do you think of that?
that works. I might change the block beneath it for the living wood. Living rock
That's
even.
fine.
Because that looks fun. It just makes them stand a little bit like higher. Living rock. We've got some of that in the Puda, haven't we?
Yeah. I want to make a mana tablet. Which needs a diamond.
There we go, look. They just look a bit more substantial.
Oh yeah, that does look good.
What was that bleep about?
I was making a mana diamond.
Oh. I get all suspicious when I hear various bloops.
Because I need to put some mana into the pool pools either side of the portal. So
Right.
the easiest way to just transfer a little bit of mana in a non-permanent way is to mana tablet. It's basically a battery that you can carry around with you.
Ah, that's cool. That makes a lot of sense.
And so then with that full, I can go up here and throw it down there, and it drains into the pool.
Oh.
I just need to put a little bit in each side.
So like a slightly slow bucket.
Yeah. And then if you have any mana powered items on your person, they can be powered by a mana tablet that you're carrying around. To sort of act like a flux capacitor type dealio.
Yeah.
Then,
John,
yes.
I'm down to 1.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I picked up a coal. Well.
Last did relatively well.
It's not bad.
Just not great. Right. Back to bookcases.
Yep.
I thought I'd try and make some interesting sofas.
Well, I mean, that sounds like the sort of thing you might find in a library.
Hmm.
So if I throw sparks up here, dupe and dupe, then these would get filled if we had a recessive spark. And then I can just throw the pylons down. Oh, they look so cool now. Sian, are you seeing this?
Yeah. So they got the spark within them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They've also updated the view of the mana the Natura pylon. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to come back over there and have a nose.
Are you? Well, do you want to come over because I'm about to open it?
Yeah.
And then the first thing I do is throw my book through, and the elves write in my book.
Oh, what lovely dudes.
So I just right-click on this,
Ooh.
and we now have a portal to Alfheim.
What happens if you run in it?
Nothing.
I was really hoping it would, like, punch you or something. Just an elf hand comes through and slaps you.
So now I've got the Lexica Botania 354th edition with a slightly golden trim around it. You're getting a lot of coal in your butt.
Yay! Amazing.
And so now I've got the Elven Guard. A message from the Elven Guard. Greetings, we noticed that our portal was opened via a link from another world. That's rather shocking news indeed. We thank you very much for providing us with a repository of the knowledge from your world, as to keep us up to date with what has happened since we left. It's been a while since then. It's good to see it's doing well. And then basically there's a little bit of a story about the fact that the elves went away and they want some stuff. I'm talking to the audience. That is very rude. How basically they want some stuff from us. And so if we send stuff to them, some stuff we'll send to them and they will give us things in return.
Okay.
And some stuff, if we throw stuff through that they don't necessarily give us stuff back for, they'll just take it as a gift. Which is basically their way of saying, if you throw stuff through that's not on the list, you ain't getting it back.
Yeah. At least they're honest.
Yeah. So, Alfheim contains a very varied amount of exquisite resources. Sadly, though, most of them are extremely scarce and hard to come by due to competition between the various clans. The elves are interested in trading some materials, such as dreamwood, elementium, pixie dust, or dragonstone. So if we throw living wood in, we get dreamwood out. If we throw 2 mana steel in, we get back 1 elementium. A mana pearl becomes pixie dust. A mana diamond becomes a dragonstone. And if we throw nether quartz in, we get elven quartz back out again. And the same thing with glass.
Can't imagine why.
I don't get it. So Dreamwood, Dragonstone, give me. Okay, we'll make you a Dragonstone, and it can go in the Tanny's place. Actually, Sian, you know, I just have enough in that.
I know the way to Amarillo.
Do you? Could you pop that in Tanny's room?
What was...
There's a block on the floor behind you.
Ah.
It's a block of dragonstone.
Yep. Can do.
And then I also want to make the recessive spark augment.
I'll put it right in the middle of the room.
Tanny says yes.
Middle of the room on the ceiling.
So then I want a pearl.
A pearl.
And if I throw a pearl in, I get some pixie dust out. And then with the pixie
And you
dust...
shake it all about?
Yeah, that's the plan. With the pixie dust, I can make the recessive spark. And then I can throw the recessive spark onto that. And that will start throwing the mana out of itself and into every other pool we've got going at the moment. Which is really useful. And as you can see the little rune floating around in the spark.
Oh yeah. Ah, that's really cute.
And really usefully, in this version, one of the updates is that the... Hey, Maddie! Ooh, lots of green flashing lights. Is that a good thing? Yes, it's magic.
It's green, which is interestingly often evil, but this one isn't.
So one of the...
We've been led to believe.
Is elven. So there's apparently elven bees.
Elf bees.
Elf bees. There's also the ritual of Gaia. Is a procedure often enacted by the elves, which is the only way to acquire Gaia spirits, which are essences of the power of the goddess of Gaia herself. The ritual required with an active beacon with a Gaia pylon 1 level above the beacon as the altar, as well as a single terrasteel ingot as a sacrifice.
Okay.
So I need to make that. Oh no, I need to... Oh, Jesus, I need 4 of those. To start the ritual, simply right-click on the beacon block with the terrasteel ingot. Take a step back and prepare for the fight of your life.
Alright.
Good preparation is required, as the fight with the Guardian of Gaia, can be even harder than that of the Wither. Upon defeating the Guardian, one can collect their prize, a handful of spirits of Gaia. Upon defeating the Guardian, one can collect a handful of spirits of Gaia. Common attire for this ritual is a set of enchanted elementium armor, a terror blade, and a large assortment of brews and baubles. The effects of the beacon is nullified during the battle, so that should be taken in mind. The Guardian has a massive health pool, so preparations in the form of enchantments and brews is a must. The difficulty and rewards bestowed by the ritual depend on the amount of people participating. Executing the ritual with over 5 people might be a recipe for disaster due to the chaos created, so collaborative rituals of that scale shouldn't be attempted. Lastly, staying away from the purple might be a good idea.
I'm intrigued.
So I need a beacon.
Yeah.
Which means I need a nether star. You'll find out when I inevitably get killed by the purple. I know that both you, Maddie, and Sian, and even myself, we're all fans of the colour purple. Right. Where is Wither? I still have that waypoint, right?
John.
Yes.
Guess who's out of Dark Oak?
Is it you?
Yeah.
Would you like me to go grab some?
Whereabouts was it? I'm happy to go and...
It's over this general direction, out the side of the, out the side with the fountain,
Oh,
and
okay.
just over the hill.
And over yonder. Did you have an axe of thwack trees down?
Yes, I have. Would you like?
Behind you.
There is my axe of thwack all the trees, and there is some dark oak that I already thwacked down.
Yay! Thank you.
Maddie says blue is my favourite colour, and red, which might explain why Maddie likes purple. I feel very similarly about those particular set of colours. Spawn, Magical Tower, Blood... Where is Wither? That's Shan Island.
Where's Wither?
Yeah, I'm... There it is. I'm heading to Wither Site 1 to set up the beacon.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether we need to be that far out or not, because this doesn't affect, as far as I know, the environment.
Surely you need to teleport.
I might just go... Let's do this... Where's somewhere nice, big and flat?
Big and
What about...
flat.
What about this area opposite the farm where Michael was building Michael's original base?
Yeah, if you're sure it's gonna break things.
It doesn't break the environment, it makes a place.
Makes a place. Yeah, go for it. Can't be any worse than Michael's madness, so. I like very specific reds. Like, I'm not a fan of reds that have an orangey tone to them.
Right. Deep reds is your thing then.
Yeah, I like a good, like, blood red.
It's only slightly concerning. Beacon. So Sian, you should be able to now see where the fight's going to take place.
I'm gonna go with probably not at this range.
Maybe not. Ah, I fell in a hole.
I've got the waypoint for the farmhouse. Oh, yeah, there it is. Just gonna line that up with Rekia's house. Okay, yep.
So I just need to make some preparations first.
Oh! So it uses a vanilla beacon?
Yep.
I never really understood what the beacons were for. There's also a creeper on the roof of the pizza place. Enjoy.
That's fun. He can stay there for now because I'm going to run away. Hi, Maddie. Bye, Maddie. Hi, Sammy. Bye, Sammy.
Books. All of the books. Right. How are the Lonsdaleite and Aethium crystals being stored?
They are in, well, they should be in, what do you call them? Drawers.
Okay, because we've got 1.1 and 1.2k of them.
Yeah, they
made me question it.
They should be in fairly upgraded drawers, so...
Cool. I just suddenly looked and I was like, I don't recognise that. I've got 5.6 palladium.
So, pixie dust, I need 8.
Necrotic bones we've got for days. Silicon coming out of our ears. We've got so much lapis, it is ridiculous.
Yeah, we do.
What do we even use lapis for?
Not a lot.
So 231k.
More than enough.
It's probably more than enough for multiple to do everything with it, isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I can start using it as building blocks. Oh no, wait. We've got 25.6k of the blocks as well.
Yeah, they're all in one drawer. It's one of the compacting drawers.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter about needing to use them up, because we've already got so many as blocks anyway. You're not going to get through it. I've just realised what Michael's name is. Erelith, former garden gnome. I like it.
Okay, so then I need to place these down. Do I place them on the ground? No, they're one block above the ground. Of course they're one block above the ground. Ooh, swirly pink things.
Michael in the Discord said Minecraft is amazing. It's usually better, but it's lacking some flair at the moment. I said you're not allowed to comment on flair unless you're here in game with us.
I think he's the flair that he thinks it's missing.
Yeah, there's so much more pizzazz when he's here. So he says himself.
I can disagree with that, but... Right, I wonder if I've got enough for another terrasteel. And then, Sian, if I have got enough for another terrasteel, do you want to come and fight a boss with me?
Yeah. I'm totally up for boss fighting. Is there a stand that books can be displayed on?
I don't know.
There's a thing on Actually Editions called a display stand. I don't know what that means.
That is a... That would display like a hologram thing.
Ah.
It's used in their Empowerer, but you can just use it as a decorative block.
So there's nothing under book. I was hoping that there'd be like book stand or something.
Yeah.
Essentially what I'm looking to do is I want to have a series of bookshelves and some gaps in the middle where we can put individual unique books so that when you walk in you can actually see them and they're various. Because some of them glow, some of them are a bit different.
I mean, item frames
Yeah,
would probably be your best bet.
that's fair. My only other thought was to store them in a diamond or in a crystal so you can see inside.
This may or may not work.
Clear item frame. Interesting. Ooh, golden item frames. Gold nuggets around obsidian. Totally do that. Oddite. Manilium? Manilium?
Manulium.
Yep. You can make one of those into an item frame. I'm assuming these item frames are to put stuff on the wall. In
I would have thought
Tinkerers,
so.
Or are they for something else? Never quite sure I trust it. Ah, screw it, let's make one.
I mean, the worst you can do is make one and it doesn't do the thing we want it to, but I... Oh, come on, you're so close.
But yet so far. Yeah. It was what I wanted. Everything I wanted.
Yay.
You can also turn around in it. Can you do that with items the normal item frames.
What, turn things around in them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can.
I can never remember. Oh, I'm gonna have to change the colour of the ceiling as well. Let's all go, guys. Dark.
Oh, that just confused me.
Did it?
I'm trying to look up new mana generating flowers, because we've got some new options with the Alfheim portal.
Oh, okay, yep.
And there's the Dandelion that, while it might be the strongest mana generating thing, it is also the hardest to actually make work. It uses the cellular automata known as Conway's Game of Life, which is a 25 by 25 square centered around the Dandelion itself. While the flower has a redstone signal, twice every second it steps the game forward.
What?
Cells may be live or dead within the 25 by 25 space. Any live cell with fewer than two or more than 3 live neighbors dies. Any live cell with exactly 2 or 3 live neighbors lives on. Any dead cell with exactly 3 live neighbors becomes a live cell.
What?
And basically it generates mana from that.
I assume from the live cells.
Yeah. It's confusing.
Sounds it.
We also have the Kakamurus. The Kakimurus. Cake is delicious. Everyone loves it. Flowers included. The Kakimurus is one of those cake aficionados and eat any it spots nearby.
Okay.
It likes
cake.
It eats cake and makes mana from cake.
I mean, that sounds doable.
Rafflosia is similar to the Kakimurus with any sort of man-made flower in the Petal Apothecary. Yeah, I didn't have enough mana. Might make a Kakimurus. Shulk Me Not is a mana generating that harnesses the power of the Leviathan effect. The flower will generate massive amount of mana while its internal buffer is empty and a monster within its range is hit with a shulker projectile.
Okay.
Few extra points are relevant to this. First off, both the entity hit and the shulker are killed and their drops and experience suppressed. Second, for the process to happen, the shulker must be targeting the other monster rather than the projectile just wandering in its way. Lastly, both entities need to be within the flower's range. And the Spectrolus is a flower that is particularly fond of the various tones of wool. It will absorb any and all wool blocks dropped nearby and create mana from them. There's a caveat though, it's picky as to what colour it wants. Starting at white, it will absorb one piece of wool and rotate to the next colour in the spectrum. While it consumes all wool around it, it will only create any mana if it has the colour that it wants, so haphazardly tossing wool at it is a wasteful strategy. The colour it'll absorb probably next can be seen by hovering over the flower with the Wand of the Forest.
So it doesn't just go in an order, it's random.
It says it goes... It says it goes in the specific order of the spectrum.
Right.
So don't just toss random wool at it, because it will absorb any wool, but only advance if it gets the right one.
So you could set up some kind of system with each of the colours dropping down into a hole.
Yeah. What was the name of the one that we've got at the moment? It's the Endo Flame, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. It's...
The fire one. You're stood far closer to it than I am, aren't you?
Yeah, Endo Flame. I thought it was, and then the book told me that it didn't, maybe wasn't. So that is brown, red, and light grey.
These stairs just... they're just not right.
Right, I want that, and then I want some seeds.
Not giving me the blocks, John. Giving me the blocks. Oh, poop.
Come on, water. Come on, water. There we go. Well, that should have doubled our mana production already.
Yeah.
Put down 4 more Endo Flames.
Ah, cool.
Kakimurus. It's 2 brown, 2 orange, 2 white, and a pixie dust, and a rune of gluttony. Which means a rune of winter which needs a rune of water and a rune of earth. Are you generating? Are you?
How much obsidian do we have, John? Is obsidian something we make?
I think obsidian we get from the resource miner.
Okay. Oh yeah, we've got like 21k. That's alright, I shall use some for the healing down here. I'd just like to be sure.
It says earth, coal, and a mushroom.
Ah, have you seen small tiled obsidian?
No.
It's really interesting.
I'll come and take a look in a minute. So then to make the rune of gluttony, it was a rune of winter, which is 3 snow blocks and a cake.
Cool.
I need a cake.
Do we not have cake?
We don't have cake. It needs a bucket of milk. Well, it needs
What
three.
is wrong with us?
It needs 3 buckets of milk.
No! Candle, don't be that way inclined.
What?
Just drowned itself.
Oh no. Is that still the lemon meringue one?
No. Got about 4 different candles on the go at the minute.
Have you still got the lemon meringue one? Is that still...
Yeah.
That's still a going candle? That is lasting.
Well, I don't burn it like a huge amount. I swap it around.
Where are you building? You're in the library, aren't you?
Hello? Yeah.
Ah. Ooh. Does have an awful lot of skulls in these books.
Yeah.
An awful lot of skulls. Ooh.
See the floor?
That's
Small
all
tiled
kinds of
obsidian.
funky.
So at the moment it's going to be fancy item frames like that.
Ooh.
So it's pretty funky.
That's like gold frame with purple background. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Alright, we must have everything else I need to make a cake in here, right?
Hopefully. Oh my god, I made just the right amount. So yeah, you can store books in here now.
Cool.
That are like the slightly different ones. I mean, most of them you've got compiled into one book now or something, haven't you?
Yeah.
So we may have to like make them again. Oh, I see we're up to the full set of the endo.
Yeah.
They can take from a little bit further out than that though, can't they?
I believe so.
So we could potentially get another ring in. If needs be. So yeah, I think, apart from the sofa, which we needed a sofa Sammy and Maddie's place, didn't we?
Yes.
So I think I'm going to aim to do a sofa that works for both. Except I'll give Sammy and Maddie a bigger one. And a tiny cactus terrarium in the window. You know, reasons. How do I make terrariums?
Rune of water, rune of earth. Oh.
There's 16 terrariums.
I'm making that back again.
You're doing what?
I'm cheating in a cake because my cake accidentally placed on the ground, and then that's just instant death to cakes.
Do we seriously not have tiny cactus?
I'm sure we have a tiny cactus. There's a cactus terrarium in the system.
Yeah. But we also do have tiny cactus. They're just in the kitchen, the farmhouse.
I got the rune of winter. So now I need to make a rune of gluttony, which is the rune of winter, earth. That says fire, John. So rune of that, and 2 diamond.
We seem to have about as much power going in as we go out. So it's all good. I thought I'd go over and check and see what we were up to.
Well, that's good. If it remains stable, we're all right.
Yeah. And the energy pylons are remaining. The basic energy crystal. Set to the side. Goes up and down a bit every so often. Interesting. Right, let's chisel and bits me a sofa. What colour should I make the sofas? It's gonna have to be a wool.
So for the khaki Murus,
What was the colour scheme in Sammy and Maddie's house?
let me go have a quick look.
Blue and red, was it?
Tanny says make a rainbow sofa.
Okay.
It is blue and red.
Yeah.
Ah, tiny cactus.
It's adorable, isn't it?
That is very, very much in keeping with the design of the house. Yes. Or the personalities of the occupants.
Shall I do them a half blue and half red sofa?
Yes.
And I feel like I can make a rainbow sofa put in Tanny's house. I might do blue arms and red cushions
That could be good.
on their sofa. I'm going to have to go into creative mode because this just drives me mental.
So I need 2 brown, 2 orange, 2 white, and pixie dust.
I always feel bad for cheating it in. But we do have all the stuff to do it, it's just easier. So yeah, Tanny's having a pride sofa.
Yeah, Tanny points out the sofa will show how gay they are.
Pride sofa it is.
2 brown, 2 orange, 2 white. Two brown, 2 orange, 2 white, pixie dust, and a rune of gluttony.
What's that? Oh, it looks like a cake!
Yep.
It's adorable.
So I'm going to pop it... I'm going to pop it out here or like move it here.
I mean, if we're going to have a bigger battery of things, then...
Yeah. I'm going to pop it here. And then I'm going to put down this mana spreader. And bind it to this mana spreader and bind that mana spreader to that mana pool. And then I need to get my buckets and make us another cake.
So, won't that other mana one pick that flower up, or is it just out of range?
It's you can specifically bind the flowers.
But only a specific type of flower.
No, I could have a number of the I could have each of the different flowers connected to a different mana spreader if I wanted.
Oh, okay.
You like, come on, world. Please load the ground.
No ground for you.
Yeah, you can have each different one connected to a different mana spreader. The only advantage to that is if you've got incredibly powerful flowers that are generating mana,
Yeah.
the mana spreader has a capacity that it can hold. So you might be generating more mana than the mana spreader can spread.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So, for instance, at the moment, this mana spreader is not spreading fast enough.
Yeah.
Even though the only thing it's doing is spreading from the Kakimurus. The Kakimurus is making mana faster than this mana spreader can handle.
Okay. So is that mana just therefore getting wasted?
It's... I don't know if it's just getting wasted or if it's just sitting in the mana spreader. I think there's an element of both.
Yeah.
But what I really need it to do is give me enough mana to open the portal.
This sofa is going to kill everything in me that's redesigned.
Oh?
Because it's quite so spectacularly patterned, or will be, once I've finished with it. It's just gonna break me.
Tanny says, take care, Sian.
I do like how Sian and Shern have become completely interchangeable. I'll try not to die. I'll do my very best.
I'm sorry, Sian.
No, it was more a comment on John's constant switch. Like, one gets posted and he'll read the other anyway.
I try to call you Sian
Yeah.
if I'm talking to you. Or if it's like not a group chat.
Yeah. I mean, I respond to both anyway. Ugh.
I
I
mean,
respond to both anyways.
by that logic, you also have apparently responded to Ian and Stan and
Sean, Shane, Sharon.
a number of.
I'm still baffled as to where Sharon came from.
That's a complicated one.
Like, Sean, 1 letter difference. Stan, 1 letter difference. And the I, if you aren't wearing your glasses and probably should be, can look a little bit like a T. Especially if someone's handwritten it and put the hat that I've got over the A in the wrong
slightly
place.
wrong place.
Like, I can totally get that. But Sharon, like, that's 2 letters too many.
That's more letters than there should be there.
Like, I'm not good at the old spellings, but
even
I know that one's wrong.
you're on board with that being the incorrect amount of your name.
Oh, finally. Jeez, matches. Come on. Let's try not drowning you this time, Kay. You good? Got this.
Right, I'm making a better mana spreader.
The wax in my candle gets a little bit definitely put mica powder in there. But it makes it all shiny and pretty.
Oh, you've got the axe.
Did you want it back?
As
I'm literally like over the other side of the wall. I'll track at you. There you go.
thank you.
That was a perfect shot.
Right, now I need to get some cake making. You know when I said I don't need you to go find animals right this second?
Yeah.
Could you maybe go find us some chickens?
Yeah.
Because having egg production back online would be really useful.
Yeah. Did we not catch up with the eggs? Anyway.
We did, and then I made cookies. Because I didn't realise all of our chickens had disappeared.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like me to get while I'm there?
I'm going to go with specifically chickens, and then we'll cheat in some name tags and name the chickens.
Can we not make name tags? No.
Let me have a look.
I felt like there was a way to make them.
Oh, we can mana infuse a book and quill. Oh, but we need a thing for that. I don't have that. No, they're found in treasure boxes.
Okay. Chickens, why are you so precariously difficult to find?
Right, let's see how much better this elven mana spreader is. at spreading mana.
How many eggs do you need, by the way?
Lots.
Well, per cake.
1.
Well, there's 1 in the computer.
Where's my wand? So this apparently generates mana faster than even the elven mana spreader can spread it, but that is a lot better at... Oh no, it might be just about keeping up.
Yeah? What's the clicking doing?
It's the Wand of the Forest doesn't automatically update.
Okay. 1 chuck, 2 chuck, 3 chuck, 4 chuck. There you go. 5 chucks. Don't spawn into name tags.
Yeah, if you're in creative mode already, I just switched.
What? Did we lose one already? Oh no, they were stood inside each other. Never mind.
So what are we naming them?
I think we need to ask the stream.
I think we need an anvil, which we have at the farm.
Oh, sorry about spawn in.
Or that. So, whoever's in the stream at this present moment. Tanny and Maddie, I know that I've seen you guys around. What do we name the chickens?
We might also still have an anti-hacker, I believe.
So I've got a Steve and a Larry.
Can we also have a Barry and Jeeves?
So that you are Steve and you are Larry. And that was a Barry.
Yep.
And Jeeves.
Yep.
So you... Oh, I may have... Yeah, I accidentally renamed... I need another name tag.
Oh, you doof.
I accidentally renamed Larry Barry.
Oh, perfect. I'm on my way.
So now we've got...
Oh, poor little naked sheep down there. I sheared him and he fell in the water and he's not been able to get back out to eat stuff to be able to not be sheared anymore. Oh. There you go.
So this one is... Larry.
What can we call our 2 pigs?
You are Larry.
Because I think I picked up 2 pigs.
So, chat, I need a name for 2 pigs. Tanny is thinking. Sir Oinkers.
Yes. I brought the anvil with me, by the way.
Cool.
I say I bought the anvil, I just got rid of that one. Bought in a new one.
Sir Oinkers and Lady Rosecheeks.
Love it. And I'm gonna go find another cow. Then we've got a pair of them as well.
So do we need a name for those as well?
We are going to, yes.
Sir Oinkers. And then I need 2 cow names. You are Sir Oinkers, and you are Lady Rosecheeks. Rosecheeks is basically meaning she has a rosy butt, says Tanny. And so, for our cows, we have Gloria.
I wasn't sure whether Rose Cheeks was like to do with pink face or pink butt.
2,
I'm
4,
glad you cleared that up
6.
for me.
I'm going to let Sian see this one for themselves.
Oh, Nancy in a Texan accent.
I didn't realise that the Texan accent was just six vowel sounds. Nancy.
Nancy.
I guess it works.
It would work if I could find another bloody cow.
Come on, Gloria, where are you? Yes, Tanny. That is my name. It's perfect. Well, I will try sleeping through the night.
Thanks.
If I can... If I
Make it
can
that far.
get to a bed.
So far, this stream, I've slept in your bed, Sammy and Maddie's bed. I did nearly sleep in the tower.
The machine room, I don't know why, recently has just been super laggy.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. I wonder whether some of the processors downstairs where it's been maybe need to move elsewhere. Maybe
Might
that's
be an
something
idea.
to move to the mining realm. There we go. I found her.
Gloria.
Yep. She's now in the pen.
I'm on my way back.
Nancy. Oh, that's so cute.
So, they should only be fed as soon as we drop below 500 meat in the computer system.
Okay.
But
I
hopefully...
mean, shall I get rid of some from the computer system and...
Yeah, just double check that it works. Yep. So Oinkington and Lady Rosecheeks just had a baby.
Ah. Yep. The cows did too. What a lovely, strange couple.
What, Gloria and Nancy?
Yeah, just had a baby.
Good for them. I now need to automate cakes, but I feel that's a job for next time.
Yes. And yes, thank you for the names, Danny.
Yes.
At some point we will also have some sheep to name. But we can figure that out another time.
Yes.
And one of them does have to be Barbara. Just for lols.
I'm tempted just to make... Let's make 6.
I'm gonna go and save that one naked sheep. I'm sorry, waterlogged sheep.
Tanny says that they have already picked out some sheep names, and Barbara was one of them.
Yes! Oh, screw it, it's happening now. I've got,
And Barbados.
Oh, yes. I like it. Where were they going? Did we make a pen for them yet?
Not yet. You could use the,
Let's just put them in with the rabbits for now.
Yeah.
So what do I do? Name tags.
So you
They
chuck
just get put in the anvil, right?
the name tag in the anvil.
Okay. And then I type the name in.
Yep.
B-A-A... B-I... Barbara. Oh, I forget it makes that noise. It scared me.
Oh, what, the hammer sound?
Yeah. B-A-A... Is that 4 A's?
5.
In Barbados?
Yes.
Is it 4 and then 1?
No, it's 5 and then 1. Or is it 4?
Are you sure?
It is 4. My eyes, they don't work. So, I've now set up a slightly bigger mana battery up in the
Okay.
mana area, just as a final thing to do. So we've now got 4... we've got a total of 6 mana pools that should just fill up nicely over time. And then the 2 either side of the portal.
Yeah.
And they should just keep working the whole time we're not here. What we maybe want to do is work out some way to turn the cake off when we've got a lot of mana, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Or I guess every so often, maybe we just put a couple of cakes down, given how quickly it works.
Yeah.
We could just put a couple of cakes next.
Like, yeah, if we've just got cakes being made, it might be easier just to do that.
Because then we can control it rather than...
But we've got some nice stuff going here. Next time, we will definitely have enough mana to make the Terra Steel required to go and fight the Gaia Guardian.
Ooh, exciting!
And we will see how well our Draconic armor stands up to the forces of the Gaia Guardian. Because
What did it say about multiple people?
The more people, the bigger the reward for doing it, but also the harder the fight is.
Okay.
And that if you attempt to do it with more than 5, the powers of chaos become too much.
Right.
So don't. Was basically the argument being made.
Okay.
But once we beat the Gaia Guardian at this level, we get Gaia spirits that allow us to get the next level of Botania items, And we also
Right.
get to fight the second level of Gaia Guardian. Which is the Gaia Guardian Tier 2, which is a tougher fight. Because of course it is. But I believe that one allows us to get the Dice of Fate.
That sounds fun.
Which gets us a random
A
random relic of the Aesir.
Ooh. Okay.
And basically, with the relic of the Aesir, they are unique and spellbound, by which only one will ever be awarded to any one individual, and only they may use it. So there are basically 6 relics of the Aesir that you can collect. And
okay. So can 2 people have the same one?
Yes. But you will only ever get each one once.
Right. That sounds cool.
And they are powerful. And funky.
And locked to you.
And locked to you, so that...
Does it say on them that they are? Or does someone else just pick them up and get, like, slapped about a bit?
No idea, we'll find out.
Because I'm intrigued if we've got 2 of them in the system, how we're going to know who's who.
We'll find out. But for now, I'm going to say thanks so much to everybody who's currently watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It lets you guys know when we go live. Next up on Wednesday, Sian and I will be going live with The Adventures of the Golden Tooth, where Netherin, Squeak, Calderax, Malzere, and Barham will be continuing to investigate the prophecies of the Madman and exploring a temple of Joaquin.
Exciting times.
On Friday, Sian will be back with Princes of the Apocalypse, or Flowers at the End of the World, as Kandra and the rest of the Prince's team continue to investigate the clues around Red Larch and the mysterious goings-on there. On
I thought we were irritating Jeff for doing everything he didn't want to.
Or that. Or that. On Sunday, we'll be back with the Storm King's Thunder as the crew attempt to take over a Cloud Giant castle from its current Cloud Giant occupants. Next week, on Monday, we'll be back with more of this, as probably Sian and I go and fight a very big and powerful boss with some awesome backing music.
I'm excited. It has to be said. I've not done anything in this mod before, so it's all new, and the stuff to fight is immense.
And look at all the swirly green light stuff that we've got here.
Against the sunset. It's pretty.
Next Wednesday we'll have more of the Adventures of the Golden Tooth. We'll have Tomb of Annihilation the following Sunday, where the group continue to make their way through the temple underneath the royal palace of Omu, where they've now hit level 8, and we've got some awesome new powers coming in for them. But that also means that the threats get worse from here, guys. Only worse.
The only way is worse.
In 3 weeks' time. Jesus, it's 3 weeks' time. In 3 weekends' time, it is MCM Comic-Con. Sian is running away from fear. It's 3 weeks out, and we have a couple of panels at it on the Friday. Jeff and I will be on the main stage for the final boss fight, Hour of Power, from 12 till 12:45. The final boss fight, 3/4 of an hour of power. 75% of the hour, all of the power. And then on Saturday in the evening, 6 till 7, Torin Torin, Theodas, Riordan, and probably Philippe as well face the devastating trial of a walk in the park. Yeah, stop that. If you are at MCM, come and see us live. If you are not at MCM, I'm hoping to have this one recorded so that you guys will be able to see it afterwards in a video format. Very much looking forward to playing through this game on the live stage. Again, it's fun.
Awesome.
For now, guys, thank you so much, and farewell.